When was the last time you reflected on your growth instead of beating yourself up? Look, we all do it. We all fall into the trap of looking at what we haven't done, being negative about ourselves, beating ourselves up. It can be for a million different reasons, right? It could be you're just used to doing this to yourself. It could be the voices in your head from the past that used to tell you you hadn't done enough. It could be just feeling like you had a list of 7 things you wanted to accomplish, you only accomplished 2 of them. It doesn't matter what the reason is. You need to reflect on your growth. You need to take the time to make sure that you're remembering, documenting, and just reflecting on your wins instead of feeling like all you have is losses. For some reason, it is just easier. It's the human psyche, it's the mind. It's just easier to look at and go towards the negative. That's just the truth for all of us. That's not just you, that's the truth, right? But it depends for each person on how much, how far, how much they sink into this, right? And so the thought could come, oh, you didn't accomplish all 7 things on that list, you only accomplished 2. And then you have a choice. You can agree with the thought, like, oh yeah, you're right, I didn't accomplish everything I said I would do, oh, I'm failing. Or you could say, I didn't accomplish 7 things, I accomplished 2, and 2 is more than I had accomplished, right? So that's 2 to my credit, and I will get back to the list, to those next 5 things. And so it's all about reframing, it's all about reflecting, it's all about owning, who you are, your growth, and I'm not telling you not to own failures. I'm telling you not to over ruminate. I'm telling you not to over reflect on failures. What you need to reflect on is your growth. You need to reflect on those wins, especially look, we are at the end of the year, entering a new year in a second. And this is the prime time for you to beat yourself up, right? This is you'll be around holiday, friends and family who haven't seen you that'll ask you what you've been up to. Some of those people will discount what you've done. Some of that is because they're jealous. Some of that is because they don't see your wins as wins. Some of it is just they're used to doing that to you, and that's just how they are used to interacting with you. And so this is a prime time of year for you to hear me say, reflect on your growth. Reflect, take time to make sure you are not beating yourself up, but you are pumping yourself up, that you are encouraging yourself, that you are counting those wins. I'm not telling you that you didn't have sometimes you could have done better. I'm telling you not to focus on them. I'm telling you not to allow yourself to just sit in those feelings, because it will keep you from going forward. That's what I know for myself. It's been those times where I beat myself up, where I compared myself, where I let others compare me to their lives or what they felt like I should be doing, and that took the momentum from me. It deflated the win from me. It like knocked me down. And for some of those people, that was their goal. And so what I'm telling you is to get up so they don't win, so they're not right. Go forward so that you're taking control of your own narrative. You're not supposed to let people do that to you. People have all kinds of reasons, which is why, next point, you can't look to people for validation. You have to validate yourself. You have to learn to count your wins so that you validating you, and not looking to them to make you feel like you've accomplished something, not looking for applause. Often when people can sense you want applause, they will withhold it for fun on purpose to be nasty. People do this. They want to tear you down. They don't want you to know that you're beautiful. They don't want you to know that you've accomplished a lot. They don't want you to know that you have pulled it out the mud. They want you to stay scrambling at their feet for their applause and their approval. And that is exactly where God does not want you. The last series I just did on David talked about this from start to finish. David's life was just rejection after overlook, after rejection after overlook, to the point where David formed a relationship with God that was so tight, so beautiful, that he didn't even look to people. Even in seasons he was winning and people were validating him, David was like, no, because he had gotten so used to not having that validation, which I'm starting to realize is an asset. When you're not validated and accepted, it's an asset. You can form your own relationship with God, with yourself. You can see yourself for who you are. You can understand that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You can obey whatever it is that God is telling you to do with your life, because you don't care other people approve or not. It's a very freeing space. And a lot of times people don't want you to get there because they're not there. That's it. It's just as simple as that. Some of these people just hate on you because they're not where you are and they are jealous. That's it. It's simple. And it's people close to you too. It's not always people that don't know you. It's some haters that don't know you too. But often it hurts the most from families or friends because they're the closest to your heart. And so, again, this is why, back to David's life, putting your trust in God, putting all of that in God and in yourself, and just looking to yourself for the validation, to just learning how to just validate who you are and your own accomplishments is very important, because people will just overlook you, and that's it. And I'm not saying everyone does it on purpose. Some people don't do it on purpose, but a lot of people do. And we don't talk enough about this. We try to play it off. We try to pretend they're not doing it to hurt us. They are. And you're not supposed to be at the place where you stay hurt by it. You have to grow. You have to get up from needing that validation, and you have to move forward because you have somebody to impact. Listen, here it is. Now I feel like I'm supposed to say it. Who waiting on you? Who is waiting on you? Who is waiting on what you have to offer? Who needs you to show up, right? Who needs you to reflect on your growth so that you show up boldly for whatever the assignment is that you're supposed to be in? Look, check out my link, grab my journal. I created this specifically for reflective purposes so that you sit with the questions that are in here, you reflect and you grow. It's private. It's private like that. Journaling is like that, so that you're not looking to outside validation, so that you're learning how to validate from within. And it's very freeing. Look, I will catch you on that next video, but don't let anyone get you down, and don't be the one getting yourself down, right? I'm talking about others. Don't you be who I'm talking about to you. And don't be that to anyone else either. Have a great day, and I will see you on the next video.